we gotta call it.
Huh?
I would say call it.
All right, tell me when you're ready, Chief.
We're good.
We're live?
I got him sworn in.
All right, good afternoon. This meeting of the Louisiana Tax Commission is hereby called to order. This meeting is being held at the offices of the Louisiana Tax Commission at 1051 North 3rd Street, Suite 225, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The date is Thursday, July 16th, 2020, and the time is 12:34 p.m. Please call the roll.
Chairman Shahardy,
Here?
Commissioner Wagasback,
Here.
Commissioner Jeffers,
Here.
Commissioner Vercher, Commissioner Wood. Here. 4 present and a quorum.
Thank you. All right. It is the Tax Commission's policy to accept all documents into the record that were timely pre-filed in accordance with the Commission's rules and regulations. This will be done at the conclusion of all hearings on today's docket. Accordingly, there is no need to formally offer or introduce the exhibits into the record during your appeal hearing. However, if you intend to object to the submission of any of the opposing parties' exhibits, you must notify the Commission at the start of your appeal hearing. As a reminder, this is an administrative hearing, and as such, the rules of evidence are relaxed. The Commission is inclined to review and consider all evidence submitted and to accept such evidence into the record. All right, the first matter we're going to hear this afternoon on our docket is the appeal of DeMontlezin Development Company, LLC versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22174-004. You're not supposed to be accepting anything by hand.
Just because of the COVID stuff? Yeah, because, no, I don't,
Huh?
yeah.
Everything's supposed to be electronic submission.
Okay, well,
Okay.
he's gonna offer it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I do. Tad Bolton.
Okay, we're going to hear from the taxpayer first.
Okay.
All right, Mr. DeMontlezin? Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, at the microphone.
First off, I want to thank the commission for taking the time out of their day to hear what we have to say. My wife is with me, who's
Sure.
the brains behind the operation. What I did is I just did an analysis of the appraisal that was done by Louisiana Tax Commission. And the very first thing in the little handout that I have is I just showed what is happening to the property taxes that we have paid on our property since 2005. And I'm not going to go into great detail, but I bought what I call Lot A, which included a house in addition to the condo building that is in question today. And so those taxes have gone from $6,000 up to $60,000 plus. And that comes up to be a 16.59% internal rate of return. There's got to be some stopping to this. I mean, we can't live on a tax basis where our taxes go up 16.5% compounded. So I just wanted to make that statement. What my concern is on the comparables that were used, 2 of the 3 comparables that were used are large multi-story buildings, and there were pictures of those buildings in the appraisal. that the appraiser did. And I contend that the larger buildings have a larger construction cost due to the foundation requirements, due to the concrete subflooring that is poured in all these big apartment buildings, and the framing has to be supportive of more weight. So the framing costs more. The second item that I have is the common area factor, that in the two buildings, in the two large buildings, they are multi-stories high, so they have a lot of common space, and somebody's got to pay for that. That just doesn't come for free. And in that common space, we have spacious lobbies. I've got pictures of all of this. In each building, we have both passenger and freight elevators. That takes up space. We have fire staircases, a minimum of 2 in each building. I'm not sure about the 3,000 building. It probably has more, but I'm not sure about that. It's got hallways. One of them has a pool in it, and the other building has private storage in it. So all this has to be taken into consideration, and I've estimated that the value of this common area is approximately 10%. Let's see. Then, when I submitted my appeal, I submitted a CMA with the appeal, and that came out to be $278 a square foot. That's what the CMA was, and I have copies of that here if you all would like to have a copy of it. And the main reason is that in the CMA, it used mostly two-story buildings, mostly duplexes, which is what my two buildings are. They are basically duplexes. So the analysis for 1544 also included a garage, and the garage does not exist. This was an honest mistake, and I understand how that mistake could have been made. So after this was corrected, an adjustment was made to the comparables, to the 3 comparables of $65,000, but this did not alter the valuation for 1544 Washington Avenue. And then the last comment that I have that is not written on this handout is on 2800 St. Charles Avenue, the comparables using these higher figures came out to be an average of $684,880. That's right off of the analysis that the appraiser did for the Louisiana Tax Commission. 2800 St. Charles Avenue is being assessed at $720,000. So there's a difference of between $720,000 for the assessed value by the appraiser and an average of $684,000 or $35,000. And I don't understand how that works.
Okay.
The 278 a square foot, that includes that's the total value, including land?
Yes.
Back in April of 2019, Realtor.com, and I realize what I'm talking about when I say Realtor.com, had a listed price on it of $795,000,
That is correct.
and you were not able to sell it.
We were unable to sell it.
Is it for sale now?
No, it is not for sale now.
Okay. All right. So you have it rented out is what you have?
It is rented,
Okay.
yes. And what had happened, Mr. Shorty, is that we had 2 of them for sale. We sold one of them. And that's another issue that I have, because the one that was sold is one of the comparables that's being used, and it was a highly emotional sale. So the lady overpaid. And that sale is skewing the other two comparables substantially, if you look at the numbers. But we did not even get an offer on 1544. So
Okay.
we're going to rent them again.
What kind of rent are you getting?
We are getting about $3,600 to $3,800 per month. And in talking with your appraiser, he indicated that there's a possibility that I could possibly do an income appraisal on these, and I did that before with the Orleans Parish tax assessors, and that produced a much lower value. So I would suspect that the same thing would happen today, because our rents have not changed that much.
So what are you asking us to fix the value at?
I'm asking to state the value at between 10 and 15% below what it's currently appraised for. So I'd split hairs and,
No, he's,
I'd say 12 and.
give me numbers. You say below what it's appraised.
Okay, all right. The number that I'm really looking for is $278 a square foot.
And that's land and building?
That's a land and building, and that's off of the CMAs.
So let's see, 278. So you're asking for the 493,000, 494,000? That would be 1,776 square feet times $278 a foot is 493,000, say 494,000.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what you're asking for?
I'm asking, I'm not sure that I understood the question.
Okay, you told me.
I'm asking.
You told me you were asking for $278 a square foot for land and building.
That is correct.
The information we have is that the land, that the improvements are 1,776 square feet. So if I multiply 1,776 square feet times $278 a foot, I come up with 494,000.
Okay. 494,000?
Right.
That's correct.
$493,728. I'm rounding it to 494.
And you use, how many square feet?
$278 a square foot times 1,776 square feet.
Okay,
That's for the total value, including
I
land.
think
Total
it's-
value, land and building.
okay. I think there could be an error in that calculation.
No, I verified it. It's
Oh,
correct.
okay.
Yeah,
Correct.
me too.
All right, it comes to how much?
Rounds to 494,000. The actual is 493,728.
Is the amount of the reduction that I'm
No.
asking?
No. Total, that's
Total
based
value.
on $278 per foot. You have gross living of 1,776 times 278, it's 493,738.
728, yeah.
728. So rounding to 494.
I don't, I'm not questioning that, because obviously you have verified it.
Well, it's only as good as this thing.
Right. I was thinking that, so the current value on the three properties at the current rate is how much?
Oh, we just have in front of us right now, 1544 Washington Avenue.
Okay. between 10 and 15%, which would be 12.5%.
So you're asking for 10 to 15% off the current valuation of the property?
That is correct.
Okay. So if it pleases the commission, I believe Mr. Demontezon is asking for 10 to 15% off the current order review valuation of the property. If I'm hearing him correctly.
That is correct.
If that's the case, our office has no objection to that.
So,
So a 15%.
can y'all come up with a number?
I can, if you
Seems
want.
like we're confused with,
Yeah, if we can give us a number.
That,
I didn't bring my calculator.
Yeah, you're
It's all right.
I thought I was prepared, but
That's no
I didn't
problem.
bring my calculator.
So the Board of Review is $595,300.
yeah, and the value you're asking for is 506, the 15% off. of-
Correct.
15% off?
506,000 total value?
506, that'd be 506,000.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So assessors office is,
We're okay with that.
And
Good.
then the same thing on 2,800.
Okay.
no, we can only do one at a
One
time.
at a time.
Okay.
I get confused,
Yes.
real easy.
All right, so,
So just give me a second. Okay, so both sides are agreeable to the $506,000 value,
Yes, sir.
total value.
Total value.
Okay, all right. Go sit down, you don't want to talk anymore.
Okay.
If you accept the 506,000.
I do.
Then go sit down.
Okay.
Don't talk
Okay.
yourself out of it.
All right, but the 2,800 is St. Charles.
We haven't gotten to that yet.
one at a time.
Yeah, that's next. Okay. Mr. Bolton, we need to, yeah, we need to put what you did in the record.
I appraised it for $585,000. I re-looked at it yesterday because I didn't know it didn't have a garage until yesterday.
Okay,
And the $585,000 is still within my range, and I would still stay with that.
oh, okay. Any questions? All right, thank you. All right, we have both sides agreeing on a value of, what do we say?
506.
506,000. So, do we have a motion?
I would move in the matter of docket number 1922174-004, based on the testimony of the tax assessor and taxpayer, that we set the fair market value of the land at $106,900, improvements at $399,200, for a total fair market value for 2020 of $506,000.
So it'd be 399, 100, right?
Sorry, yeah,
Yes.
399, no, I had 506. Yeah, you're
506.
right, you're exactly right, Mike. I'll revise that to 399,100 for a total fair market value of $506,000.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. Okay. All right, Mr. Demontezon, you withdrew your appeal on, let's see what the address is. Make sure,
I think it's 1548 Washington.
1548 Washington Avenue, you withdrew that appeal, is that correct?
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's good. What's that?
Ends with 005.
And then 005. It's item P on our agenda. All right, so we're going to take up item Q, which is, again, the appeal of Demontezon Development Company LLC versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22174-007. So, do we have any comments, or we need to hear from?
Well, in the interest of time, if the assessor is comfortable with it from Orleans Parish, I would ask for the same 12.5% reduction.
Well, I think we had 15 is what we did, but
I'm okay with the 12 and a half.
12 and a half?
If you're okay with the 12 and a half,
Right.
it would come out to 668,200.
say it again,
Sorry. 668,200.
for a total value.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're okay with that, Mr. DeMolison?
Yes, I
That'd be
am.
$668,200 would be the total value.
That would be fine.
That's fine. Okay. All right, you can have a seat.
Thank you.
You don't want to talk yourself out of it. And, all right, Mr. Bolton?
I appraised it for $720,000,
Okay,
and the land was uncontested.
that's fine. All right, thank you. All right,
Need a motion?
please do.
On docket number 19-22174-007, based on the testimony presented and the consensus reached between the taxpayer and the assessor's office, I would set the land value of $106,900, the improvement value at $561,300, for a total of $668,200.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. All right, that does it. Thank you for coming.
I thank the commission for your consideration.
Thank you.
Very much.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a safe drive back.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what we have now. Mr. Loughlin, why don't you come up to the microphone and let's go through what you have with the assessor's office so we can try to dispose of those matters.
Yes, sir. For agenda item D,
Hold on one second
sorry, I
for you,
apologize.
if you don't mind. All right, agenda item D,
yes,
okay, go ahead.
we would like to, just for clarification, I just want to make sure agenda item D is docket number 1922172-255.
Right,
Is
that's
that correct?
correct.
Yes, we would like to, we accept the LTC appraisal value.
Okay, let me formally open it up. The appeal of Becky Gabb versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22172-255. Again, Mr. Loughlin, if you could just repeat what you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Arthur Loughlin on behalf of the taxpayer. We would like to accept the LTC appraisal value.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Alvarez?
The assessor's office has no objection to that.
Okay. Do we have a motion? Oh, it's good for Mr. Bolton.
LTC appraised value is $500,000, $70,000 land, $430 improvement.
Okay. Any questions? All right. So we have parties agreeing to the tax commission staff appraisal, is that correct? So, all right, do we have a motion?
I would move in the matter of docket number 1922172-255 that we set the 2020 fair market value at the LTC staff appraisal. Land, $70,000, improvement, $430,000 for a fair market value of $500,000.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. Which one's next, Mr. Loughlin? E?
Yes.
All right. The appeal of Ertem Habib versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-163. All right, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Arthur Loughlin on behalf of the taxpayer. We would like to accept the LTC appraisal value.
All right, thank you.
The assessor's office has no objection to that. We accept the tax commission's appraisal value.
All right,
LTC appraised value $315,000, 52.5 land, 262.5 improvement.
All right, thank,
Mr. Chairman?
yes.
Make a motion, docket number 19-22173-163. Recommend, like to move that we accept the LTC staff appraisal at 2020 market value. Land, 52,500. Improvements, 262,500, for a total value of 315,000.
Second,
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
yes. Ms. Loughlin?
Yes, sir. It's aye.
Aye.
Sir.
Okay. All right. The appeal of James Moise versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22171, -117. Ms. Loughlin?
Good afternoon. Arthur Laughlin on behalf of the taxpayer. We are prepared to accept the LTC appraised value.
We have no objection to that. We accept the tax commission's appraised value.
Thank you. Mr. Bolton? Just we need to get your appraisal on the record. It's Moise,
4430 Canal.
yeah. 4430 Canal Street.
My appraisal was $285,000 for the whole property, $86,100 for the land, $198,900 for the improvements.
Great. Any questions? Thank you. Mr. Jeffers?
I'd like to make a motion on docket number 19-22171-117, that we approve the LTC staff appraisal at 2020 market value. Land at 86,100, improvements 198,900, for a total value of 285,000.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. All right. Does that wrap it up for you, Ms. Loughlin?
No, sir, we still have S and T.
S and T. All right, T, according to my records here, was T settled. Did you all settle that one already?
We had discussed settlement, but we don't have a signed agreement.
Oh,
on the assessment.
okay. All right, well, let's do S. All right, the appeal of Howard Ekblad versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22174-044. Mr. Blunt, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Arthur Laughlin on behalf of the taxpayer. We accept the LTC appraised value.
The assessor's office accepts the tax commission's appraised value.
Thank you. Mr. Bolton?
Yes, sir. I appraised this one for $259 for the whole property. The land was uncontested at $18,100, and the improvements are $249,900.
Excuse me, this is 1550 Second Street, Unit
6H?
3F.
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 Oh, three. one was appraised for $480,000. The improvements were $32,400 uncontested, and the improvements were $447,600.
Any questions? All right, thank you. We have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion on docket number 19-22174-044 that we accept the LTC staff appraisal at 2020 market value, land at $32,400, improvement at $447,600, for a total of $480,000.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. All right, now, with regard to item T, we do not have any information on that. It's listed on our docket as having been settled, so we have no numbers at all on it. Ms. Malvo, we'll have to forward that to the commissioners afterwards. Okay. I mean, you all don't have any documents, do you?
No.
On this
I
one?
don't have any.
No? Okay. All right, next item is the appeal of 838 RT LLC versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22177-072. Okay.
Good afternoon, Arthur Laughlin on behalf of the taxpayer. To help you all along, we are contesting for the total value. The original assessment
Excuse me,
was...
are you all in agreement on this one, or?
No, just so, there's been a development in this case. It's real quick. The assessor has lowered this property for next year. He's lowered it significantly lower than we've even agreed upon. It was, just to give you some context, it was assessed for $2,069,300. We had contested that value, and the LTC came up with a value of $1,811,000. That's after an inspection by Mr. Bolton. We were able to make entry and actually walk through the property. Yesterday was published a new value for next year of $1,675,700. We were just taken aback by the change in value. Mr. Almer has explained to me over lunch that this was due to COVID-19, but my client is experiencing extreme losses on this building. This is right next to Tulane and Loyola, so this entire apartment building is filled with Tulane and Loyola students who may not be going back to school, at least in person, for the rest of this year. So he's at a significant loss of income for this current year, which he's being taxed at such a higher rate. And although I assume it's going to be appreciated, it's just such a big jump. He went down almost $400,000 in value.
Okay, well, we're talking about, yeah, all right. Here's the problem. We have commissioners have no information.
Yes, sir, I understand
All we got
that.
is a name. So unless you guys can agree on what you want to do for 2020, which is all that's before us, we're going to have to either take it under advisement, or we're going to have to continue it and hear it at another date, because we don't have any information to be able to make a decision. At least I don't think I do. I don't know how you all feel. The rest of the commission feels. but- Yeah, so I mean, unless you, and I'm not twisting arms to make a decision.
understand that, Your Honor.
Unless that helps. But,
All right, you're agreeing with Tad's number. All right, so for the, just because of for expediency, we're prepared to accept the LTC agreement.
We don't even know
I'm
what
sorry,
that
the
is.
LTC appraised value.
which is,
$1,811,000, I believe, is that correct?
Yep.
okay. Mr. Alvarez, is that?
$1,811,000 $884,000.
So say that again?
1,884,000.
$1,884,000 is the total.
Yes, sir.
And what's the land on that?
Land value is $19,600, $119,600.
And the improvements?
And the improvements?
The improvements are $1,764,400,
Okay,
1,000,007.
764,400.
all right,
And the assessor's office is in agreement with the tax commission's appraised
Okay.
value.
all right. I hope you all understand. We wanted the impression it was settled.
I thought it was settled too, because
Yeah.
I sent a letter to Jeff stating that it was settled in our records. I just couldn't find the settlement agreement after I was looking for it. It may have gotten misplaced.
Gotcha.
I apologize.
No, it's no problem, it's not a problem. You understand, though, if we don't have any information, we can't make a
Sure,
determination, but unless you all agree, you know, and I'm not, like I said, we're not twisting arms to agree unless it helps, but.
No, sir, we agree. We were just taken aback by
Right.
the change in
I
value
understand.
yesterday.
All right,
Need
all
a
right.
motion?
Mr., let's get the commission staff
sorry.
appraisal into the,
I thought maybe you already gave it.
well, you kind of did. Why don't you come to the microphone if you don't mind, and just formally say it.
I thought it was done.
I know, yeah, just formally say it so that we have it in the record. Years from now, people are gonna come back and wanna see all of this and how government
Yeah, I know,
operates.
I understand. I appraise this for $1,884,000 for the whole property, $119,600 for the land, and the improvements were $1,764,400.
Okay,
Give us the address for the record.
yeah, what's the address of this property?
838 Lower Line. 838.
838 Lower Line,
Yes.
okay. All right, do we have a motion?
Yeah, motion on docket number 19-22177-072, based on the testimony and consensus reached, an agreement between the taxpayer rep and the assessor will set the 2020 valuation, set the land at $119,600 and the improvements at $1,764,400 for a total of $1,884,000 even.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagglesback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardi?
Yes. All right.
Mr. Chairman, what about C? Did we dispose?
No, we got to go back.
Oh,
Yeah,
go
we have to
back
go
now.
back.
All right.
We've kind of been jumping around to accommodate everybody who's present, so nobody has to.
One last thing to
Yeah.
jump around on, if it please the commission, item number J.
Item J.
Yeah, I
okay?
just realized there's an assessor appeal.
Yes.
I'd like to withdraw that if I
Oh,
could.
withdraw it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, it's item J. All right. Does that take care of everything for you?
Yes, sir, we withdrew item C at the 11th hour.
Right, items A, B, and C have all been withdrawn.
That is correct, sir.
Okay. All right. So the next item up here that would be item F on our appeal docket, the appeal of Luz N. Aviles versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22171-018. There does not appear to be anyone here this afternoon on behalf of the taxpayer, so we'll hear from the assessor's office.
We agree with the tax commission's valuation on this one. It looks like the We asked it to just uphold the board review's valuation because it came in around the same value.
I think it came in at the same number according to what we have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Ted Bolton, I appraise this one for $4,100.
Okay.
Huh?
54,100.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay,
Are you ready for a motion?
yes.
In the matter of docket number 19221711018, I would move that we uphold the Parish Board of Review fair market value for 2020 of the land at $54,100.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. All right, if I'm correct, the next item that we have not yet considered is item H, the appeal of New Orleans Private Patrol Service Incorporated versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22171-113. There appears to be no one here this afternoon on behalf of the taxpayer, so we'll hear from the assessor's office.
The assessor's office asks that you uphold the parish board review's value at $49,900.
Okay. All right. Mr. Bolton?
Yes, sir. I appraise this property for $109,000, $19,200 on the land.
Now, this is
Telemachus?
no, this is 1618 Martin Luther King Street. 1618 Martin L. King Street.
Telemachus continued.
What's that?
The one who was talking on, that one was continued.
Okay.
Telemachus. She continued.
I appraise this one
It's a land-only value. 49,900.
$49,900.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, no problem. I'm glad I'm not the only one confused. All right, do we have a motion?
I would move in the matter of docket number 1922171-113 that we uphold the Parish Board of Review value for the land, 2020 value, $49,900.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. All right, next item on the agenda, item K, the appeal of Christian Labat versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-064. Again, no one present on behalf of the taxpayer, so we'll hear from the assessor's office.
Now, if it please the commission, the assessor's office submitted a settlement agreement to the taxpayer in the amount of $265,000. We just have not received the signed settlement back from the taxpayer as of yet.
Okay. So you're okay with the staff appraisal?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Moulton?
Yes, sir. Appraise this property for $265,000 with $34,500 on the land, and the improvements are $235,500.
Any questions?
Mr.
Have a
Chairman,
motion? Yes, Mr. Jeffers.
make a motion on docket number 19-22173-06, excuse me, 64. We accept the LTC staff appraisal at 2020 market values, land at $34,500, improvements $230,500, for a total of $265,000.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
Yes. All right, next on the agenda is the appeal of Stephen Kennedy versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-122. No one here on behalf of the taxpayer, so we'll hear from the assessor's office.
The assessor's office asks that you uphold the Board of Review's valuation. It's within line of the tax commission's appraised value.
Thank you.
I appraised this property for $190,000 for the whole property, $93,200 for the land, and $96,800 for the improvements.
All righty, thank you.
I'll make a motion on 19-22173-122, that we uphold the Board of Review values, setting the land at $93,200 and the improvements at $89,900 for a total $183,100.
Second?
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagasback?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardi?
Yes. All right, item M on the appeal docket, the appeal of Arthur Legond versus the Orleans Parish Board of Review, docket number 19-22173-192. Again, it does not appear anyone here on behalf of the taxpayer, so we'll hear from the assessor's office.
Sorry, didn't have that one in my
That's
notes,
all right.
but I agree with the tax commission staff appraised value.
Okay.
I appraised this property for $185,000. The land is $33,600, and the improvements are $151,400.
I got a question. They did have an email from the taxpayer concerning a measurement issue.
These were done after the Carnarvon stuff. I did not go to the house.
It says something about I've measured it, and it is 1,440 square feet. There's a built-in garage that is 12 by 12, so you would know.
Wouldn't know. Do what I can do.
Mr. Chairman, also in our report, there was a great deal of water damage to the house. The bathroom, den, and living room, that was kind of spelled out.
Yeah, on the briefing sheet?
Yeah.
Yes.
On the appraisal, there are actually pictures of it. And you had the
I mean,
condition is poor, Tad?
Yes, ma'am. The garage is on the sketch that the assessor has, the garage is taken out.
And it's still 1,840?
Yes, ma'am. I got a sketch on it, so, I checked that. Yeah, it was in poor condition. It was so nasty there.
Um,
You think you're getting to enough discount? I guess I'm looking at the, oh, I see it's a square footage issue. Okay.
You have a letter in yours from, I think mine doesn't, mine's got the wrong letter.
But the assessor's number is less, the purple.
Do you have have a copy of his drawing?
Now, what drawing are you referring to? I don't think we have that.
That's the
Okay,
assessor's
so-
office,
Yeah.
sketch.
So that equals,
You took it out.
yeah, and then it's still 1840.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't have anything that shows anything different unless you guys do.
No. Yeah, it looks like you have one comp that's in poor condition, about the same square footage, and selling for 190, so.
That's what I had.
The other two comps are,
Average and very good.
one's much smaller and the other's a little bit bigger, so it's kind of not a whole lot to choose from, I guess, in that area. In poor condition, maybe.
Do we really have any evidence to back up anything different than the
No.
Board of Review? And that's what you're asking for,
Prepare
is
for
a
a
Board of
motion.
Review?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any,
No.
I don't see anything to back up the statements.
I'll do a motion.
Okay,
Motion docket number 19-22173-192. My motion would be to uphold the parish board of review values, setting the land at 33,600, improvements at 149,900, for a total 183,500.
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagaspat?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
Chairman Shahardy?
yes.
Um, 185.
All right. That's item M. Next would be, are we done?
What did we do
I
with
think we're
R?
done.
With Ann?
I think there's
And
R was
R was
withdrawn.
Oh, it's
Okay, I
withdrawn?
think that, I'll show that's it for
Looks
mine.
like that's it.
And
Yeah,
was
we
withdrawn.
missed
anything.
anything?
that concludes everything.
Is that everything?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, okay. The Tax Commission hereby accepts all pre-filed documents and oral testimony into the record as Taxpayer Exhibit 1 in Globo, Assessor Exhibit 1 in Globo, and LTC Staff Appraiser Exhibit 1 in Globo for each appeal hearing conducted today respectfully. Assuming all of our business is concluded, I will accept a motion that we adjourn.
So moved?
Second.
Commissioner Vercher is absent. Commissioner Wagaspat?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Jeffers?
Yes.
And Chairman Shahardy?
Yes.